Hey, Colabcoaching yet again to share some wise words and wisdom for the week. Brand new topic. So excited to get into this topic. This is a little bit of a continuation from what I talked about last week, but it's completely different. So definitely wanted to make this a whole different topic in itself because it's again something that you can relate to and something that we all deal with. But before we get into that, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have been watching my videos for a while, you like my videos, you think they're great, like, subscribe, share with other people. Also, if you are new, hey, I'm all about coaching. Relationship coaching is my specialty, but all aspects of relationship coaching, not only with other people, significant others, your friends, family, neighbors, whatever it may be, but the most important one is yourself, the relationship with yourself. So, with that being said, the topic for this week is when you are too hard on yourself. When you are too hard on yourself. Now, I want to ask you a question. Have you been too hard on yourself lately? Raise your hand if you've been too hard on yourself lately. I'll raise my hand right away because we tend to be too hard on ourselves. We have high expectations for ourselves, whether it's comparing ourselves to other people that have been successful, when it's comparing other people, maybe around you, social media, family members, significant others, people who that have been doing things that have been successful, doing things and they are successful, and you want to be on their level too, or you're comparing yourself with your past. Maybe you have been the person that's been successful in the past, and now you're not where you want to be. And the hard part of it all is that you want to be there. It's just that you're not there. So, are you that person that is too hard on themselves, and they are just you're disappointed with yourself? Um, I've been there. I've definitely been there. I have expectations. I want to be a New York Times bestseller for my book. Fresh eyes solve problems easier. Self love relationship project. I want to be a world renowned relationship coach. I want to be the best husband I could be. I want to be the best father I can be. I want to be the best friend I could be. Brother, teacher, mentor, coach, cousin, nephew, human being I can be. But when you put so much expectation on yourself, you tend to fall short because when you have that high expectation, which maybe you're not thinking you're perfect, but some people think they're perfect, and you're reaching for perfection, you tend to fall short from perfection. But a lot of people don't talk about that. Yeah, you're not perfect, but what if you feel like you need to be perfect? What if you have so many people around you that expect you to be perfect? Maybe so many people have expectations of you that you can go no wrong, you can do no wrong. Oh, and then, of course, when you don't reach those expectations, they're so shocked and surprised when you do fall from grace. And, people look at you differently. I always remember this one quote. One of the elders from my church said that, you never realize who's watching you. And that stuck with me. But it's a two-way thing. It's great that you never know who people are watching because you never know who gets inspired by you, but you never know who's watching you because you never know who's preying on your downfall. Especially when you have that thought in your head. And when you self-talk certain things, it could either allow you to grow in the direction that you want, or you could die. Simple as that, because you start to talk in a negative way and you start to lead yourself down depression. Now, a lot of times when we talk about disappointing ourselves, we don't talk about depression. We don't talk about the fact that when we fall short, we are too hard on ourselves, we do disappoint ourselves, it leads to being depressed, meaning that you feel down, you feel low, you feel like you have no energy because you had something that you wanted to succeed and you did not reach it. You may have got close to it, but you didn't reach it. You may have hopes and dreams and aspirations to get to that point and reach that goal, but you don't. And the problem with that is that when you don't, those feelings start to rush in. You start to feel depressed. You start to feel sad, maybe angry, maybe um, you may get regretful with that. But the biggest thing about it is that it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to feel that way because we will disappoint ourselves, just like you will disappoint other people. It's part of life. It's part of life. And what you have to do is learn from those mistakes. You should not be defined by those mistakes, and you should allow yourself to evolve from those mistakes. Don't label yourself based on those mistakes, based on your disappointments, based on your situations that you did not reach, but you are now taking what you have experienced and now elevating yourself through those experiences to be better. Now, again, it's easier said than done. You may need to get help. You may need to have somebody to break down everything with you as far as specific situations. Maybe you had high expectations when it came to a job. You had high expectations when it came to a significant other. You had high expectations when you were married and you now are divorced. You had a job. Now you're not. You got fired from the job or you were let go. Um, you had expectations on maybe moving to a certain location and you just don't have the money for it. All these things happen, but what are you doing with those situations? Are you just allowing those situations to continue to engulf you and for you to have even more fear to move forward and pursue happiness? Or are you learning from those situations so you're able to grow, mature, and continue to be the best version of yourself as you have learned from those disappointments, and being too hard on yourself? Remember, it's easier said than done, but it's not impossible. A lot of people think that it's impossible to overcome a mistake, overcome being too hard on yourself, overcome a disappointment. It's not. It's just you need the right tools to do so. Simple as that. So, if you're struggling with this, make it as simple as possible. When you are too hard on yourself, you have to remember everybody makes mistakes. Remember, just because you have expectations to perfection doesn't mean you are perfect. Yes, you will make mistakes. Yes, you'll be disappointed in yourself. Yes, you will be too hard on yourself. But remember, you have to learn from those mistakes, those disappointments, to allow yourself to grow to the best version of yourself through those experiences. Don't let those experiences engulf you, cause you to have more fear for happiness, because you deserve happiness. Don't let fear tell you that you don't deserve to be happy because you disappointed yourself, because you were fearful, because you made mistakes. Remember, these mistakes should allow you to grow, and it should not push you to die. This is not the end of the world, but it could be a creation of something beautiful in this new world that you're creating based on the mistakes that you went through. Again, if you don't see it that way, get help to see it that way. There are people there to help you. Simple as that. So you are not defined by your mistakes. So if you're struggling with this, go ahead and message me. Go to my website, yourcolabcoach.com, fill out that free relationship checklist, sign up for that free 15-minute coaching session to see if we're a good fit for each other. Yourcolabcoach.com. Facebook, Colab Coaching, Instagram, Colab Coaching. All my series and my videos are on YouTube, COLAB Coaching. Like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. Or you can go back to my old series. I have tons of series about different topics. Finally, Fresh Eyes, Solve Problems Easier, the Self-Love Relationship Project is available everywhere. Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Kindle, it's an ebook, it's an audiobook. It's on Doors Publishing, wherever you can find the book. Write a review, tell me what you thought about it. If you liked it, great. If you didn't, that's fine as well. With that being said, be safe out there. And remember, we all have disappointments, but we should not be defined by our disappointments. Thank you so much. Share this with anyone that's struggling with this, and have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.